3, 2, 1 pills, and our players are off.
All right, yeah, and just looking that up, yes, Savage Octagon was defeated by Dars 2 games to none back in November.
But we'll see how she does here. Already off to a good start, down to 26 viruses. Dars has a pretty good board in his own right. A lot of doubles, especially at the horizontal level, as we see a big clear there by Dars. Octagon's going to have to work through a big cluster here to really start accessing that lower left corner, though, Ethan.
Yeah, she's got a lot of yellows she's going to have to deal with. Looks like she's going to wait for... Oh, that red-yellow coming up. That's going to provide a big combo down the middle. There it is. That was a nice vertical clear there. Oh, and a bit of a misdrop there, unfortunately.
I believe
but
that was...
it's workable. It is absolutely workable.
Absolutely workable, as it looks like Octagon now just about free and clear on all of her viruses. The only real outliers that red out in column 1, but good access to everything else. And with this double yellow, no, opting not to go get column 1.
Wow, look at all those doubles hitting for Octagon. She's already down to 2.
Absolute surge for Octagon. She's over a minute, just barely. Dars at 6 viruses. To Octagon's 1. Octagon out at a minute 14, blazing fast time. But Ethan, Dars not far behind.
No, Dars is not far behind at all. He's gonna have to clear off that. Excuse me. Lunch is coming back for an encore. He's gonna have to clear that blue in column 6. He's gonna have to find a way to make some room. He could clear it horizontally, but he's just cleared it up for a vertical clear. Looks like he's setting up the horizontal for that blue in column 1. So he can set up a double. There it is. He'll get that out of the way. Down to 1. Just needs one more red to pop in. And he'll get it. He'll be out at a minute 51.
And only down by about 8 viruses. Octagon seems to be a bit hung up here on this cluster in her top right corner. Really
She's got a lot of blues. She's got a lot of blues to worry about right now. She's going to have to start clearing that up real quick.
And Dart is taking advantage of that situation. He's going to get 3 more viruses out of the way. But under 21st is Savage Octagon. And going for a bold tuck is Dars. And going to get an L. And I really like how he's shaping this board up. He's going to have to start working on that left side. But RNG is going to need to cooperate as well. It's 23 to 15 here as both players are about to cross 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's looking... I like Dars' setup right here. So you're absolutely right. He is going to have to start attacking the right side. I think he might be waiting for the right pill. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for the right pill to hit. Maybe he's waiting for a double red to pop in here.
I think he may have to suffer some drop time here at some point, or abandon ship and kind of split this down the middle.
Because he's waiting for a red. He's waiting for something here. There it goes. He's going to fire
this off, and he's going to tie this game up. So he is at 8 viruses, so is Savage Octagon. By way of time, it's a slight lead for Dars, as Octagon trying to get out of that left corner. That seems to be her problem area right now.
Yeah, good tuck there from Dars, really opening up columns 1 and 2. Yellow-blue would be perfect for him right now. Looks like Savage Octagon's waiting for something.
It's interesting, because Octagon had that stack of blues and elected to clear them out on that first column. She had an opportunity to get a drop cross and just clear the whole board. Now she's got to work out that buried blue over in column 1. She could have been out here about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah, so it looks like she was trying to find some way to horizontally clear that red and blue, and nothing was popping in. So it just ended up being an abandoned ship situation. But she'll be out at 352. She's not that far behind right now.
It's about an 8 virus lead for Dars, who's starting to go to town. But Dars has no blue on his top line to speak of, so that's going to be his challenge. Octagon has a very speed-friendly board. I see a lot of doubles, especially looking at columns 5 and 6.
Yeah, that should be the best part to clear it out. She's got that double right there in 3 and 4. And looks like, yeah. I think she was trying to tuck that underneath, just couldn't get it done in time. But she clears out the yellows, so it will be a good chance to clear that blue virus in 3, and she does.
It is a manageable situation, and she's starting to get to the center of that board where you see all those doubles. So this is a really good opportunity for her to take the lead. I like that play with that double blue. It's 23 to 11 though. Dars is now screeching through level 8.
Yeah, looking pretty good. It's a bit of a scattered board on Dars' side right now, but he's going to get a nice double tuck underneath. What a great play there.
Octagon working on that lower corner, waiting for that red-yellow. Got it down to 12 viruses, but 4 viruses to go for Dars here. And Octagon's big problem is she's really got to open up that lower right corner. Just not getting the RNG to access it.
Starting to get some of the pieces now. Oh, looks like she was trying to tuck that double yellow underneath, tried to set that up, but didn't happen.
Octagon usually a medium player, so it's interesting seeing her play it high. And I think, you know, that the pills lock just a slight bit faster. So perhaps she hasn't accounted for that.
Yeah,
and
that's kind of what we're seeing here. Yeah, we're absolutely seeing that. She's just getting it just a hair too late, and it's causing a little bit of a misdrop.
Meanwhile, Dar is at 536 here, healthily into level 9, trying to lock down a first win here over the 5 seed Savage Octagon, who's really become one of the bigger players that we've seen over these past few months. Really entered the scene towards the end of the 2020 season, but we saw her take a 14 seed all the way to the finals.
Yeah, she has vastly improved from her debut back in the first season. Has proven herself to be a very formidable opponent, no matter which form of the game you're playing. Really, looking at her board right now, looking pretty good right now, pretty clean. Doesn't have much room for red at this point. If she can clear out that yellow in column 2, that'll open that up, because now she has no reds to speak of right now.
Dar's with a big blue blockade. He's kind of busted it out towards the center of the board, but really needing some double red help or a red blue, and he's just not seeming to get it. This is giving Octagon the opportunity to make a move here, as it is just a 4 virus advantage for Dars.
Yeah, looking pretty slim right now for Dars. He's gonna have to really focus on that right side eventually. Looks like he's setting everything up perfectly. He's making the right strats.
And he is down to 9, so he is starting to make moves here. Yellow is completely irrelevant to him, so he's going to start building that garbage pile, but he's got to make that clear. And with these yellows, it's not great. I don't know if that's the play I would have gone for, maybe to get that play underneath, but I
don't know. It's getting pretty close right now. Octagon's down to 7. She's only down by 4. Down by 3. Excuse me. You're going to be down by 2. Down by 1 now.
We've seen her come back before, so it's really going to be a matter of blues. But it looks like Dars is going to take it at 728. So Dars just narrowly takes game 1
Good first
by less
game
than
from both
10
players.
seconds.
Wow, great game from both of them.
So
that was a great first game in this match. And as you were saying, that was about a little over par time, but that was still very good from both of them.
Good runs from both players. Not a lot of misplays, just good clean play all around. And in the misplays that we did see, they got corrected extremely quickly.
Yeah, a lot of the misplays they had, our RNG was very cooperative, and they were able to adapt to the situation very nicely too.
So 1-0 here for Dars. Dars looking for that upset. Dars would go on to face the winner of Leviticus versus JB Henry. We could have a Canada versus Canada situation, folks. But right now we have readies and timer resets from both players.
Everything's looking good on our end. We got a pre-stage ready to go. And we are, we're going to count it down in 3, 2, 1. Pills, and we're off and running for game number 2. Oh boy, both of them having some really wide open boards to start off on level 6.
Very irregular board though for Dars. He's just got this huge blue staircase.
That's a little concerning right now.
Going from left to right, it's almost a blue exclusive top line for him.
It really is.
Octagon's problem is all of her viruses are kind of bundled over in that lower left corner, so she's going to have to work out of that, and she knows it, and no red to speak of on her top line, so some frustrating RNG to start, and looking to be at 18, but it's a slight lead right now for Dars.
Yeah, a bit of a lead for Dars right now, actually now it's a bit of a tie game right now with Octagon holding a slight advantage, but yeah, this RNG is just not being fair to either of them.
As we hit a minute in, usually these players are out, but great combo here by Octagon.
Oh, what a double!
put her down to 11 viruses. Octagon having to eat a little bit of garbage, not too big of a deal, as she's going to clear out, completely clear out row 2, and she's got a lot of options here. And looking at Dars's board, Dars is almost free and clear. He really wants to get rid of that blue in row 1. He'll do so, and it looks like he's got himself across. So Dars in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, Dars with 2 to go. He's going to clear that out. Oh, what had to get it up the top overhead. Now out at 133.
And Octagon out at 137.
Yeah, not that far behind. Only a couple of seconds. And this can change on a whim in this game.
Still haven't had a fat log yet, so.
Not yet. Don't jinx it.
29 viruses to go to Dars's 25. Octagon having a bit of a blockage right in the center of her board. Gonna need to clear out those reds in columns 4 and 5. Then she can really start accessing a good drop combo there. Meanwhile, Dars is kind of having the problem Octagon had in that first round, where everything's kind of gathered in that lower left corner.
Yeah, having a little bit of trouble there, but it's all, and that lower left-hand corner is all yellow and blues as well. So, but he's doing a great job of surging into that pile. Looks pretty good for him right now. He's got 13 to go. Looks like Savage Octagon not that far behind though, only with about 16 to go, only down by 5.
Dars hesitating on that left side. He's having to force to do some drilling plays here. That does eat a bit of time, but it does keep that board nice and tight. It's 13 to 8 right now, as Octagon is now. She really needs to get some blues and address that right side, Ethan.
Yeah, looks like she's going to take down the horizontal on the bottom row. She's got that. That's going to loosen the right side a little bit. Yeah, looks like she's going to handle those blues right now. Oh, great adjustment there at the last second to take care of that.
Great.
There go the blues. They are gone now.
Great tuck
down
drop
to 4
there.
viruses.
Octagon,
Oh, but she's going to cover up column 2.
She's got those double yellows, though, so not that big of a problem for her, although Dars now out at 314. So pie for Dars, but not much here for Savage Octagon, as she hits about 3 minutes and 23 seconds and down to her final virus.
Yeah, she's going to need 3 reds in a row to stay in this, and she will. Good RNG cooperating. She's out at 330.
Dars is a very, very fun board here. If he could start getting access to that lower left corner, there's a ton of doubles there. It could really make an end game very painless. Meanwhile, Octagon doesn't have a lot of stuff on that bottom half of the board. Everything seems to be clustered toward the top. The bad news is not a lot of it is yellow, but the good news is a lot of it is clustered together. So doubles paradise here for Octagon. Yeah,
she'll have a lot of chances to get some doubles. She's going to have to clear some of that garbage up in columns 1 and 2. She's starting to work on that right now. But you're absolutely right about that big chasm there, especially on the lower right-hand side. That's gonna create a lot of drop time issues for her. And looks like Savage's strat is pretty much on par with just trying to find as many 1 and 0 drops as you can. Ooh. Looks like she's gonna try to attack that right side a little bit.
Savage had the double, decided to play it a pill later, but now down to 14. So she's getting close to even this up and now tying it up. 12 viruses to go for Octagon to 12 for Dars. So we've got ourselves an even game here as Octagon trying to force a third game.
Yeah, fortune smiled upon her a little bit. She got some good RNG. Oh, she didn't put that blue on top of the red. She can clear that red out horizontally if she wants to, but she's not going to take that. But that's going to be okay. She can still do the blue horizontally through another way through that right side.
And that's what she's going to do. She's down to 2, but it's all blue all the time for both players here. Dars needing 2, Octagon needing 3. Dars out at 5:03. Octagon's going to be out at...
Once a red pops up.
5:11.
5:11.
She's got to make up about 10 seconds. 40
yeah,
to 39
but it's
here.
Really close. It is really close in terms of virus count right now. It is anybody's game right now.
Well, Octagon does have a tie for the most overtime experience, so maybe that'll come into play as we get Octagon setting up for a nice little horizontal here. I think she's going to eat that yellow garbage. I like that play. 31 viruses to go. It's giving her some yellow to play with because there's not really much to speak of on her top line.
Yeah, so she's opened up the yellows there in columns 1 and 2. 2 is gone now. Now she's going to have to focus on column 1. She's now opened it up in column 4. So now she's going to have a lot more red and yellow to play with. Not a lot of blue available though. So that's going to be something she'll want to avoid.
Meanwhile, not a lot of blue available either for Dars here, as he's at 18 viruses as we cross the 6-minute mark. Just a 4 virus gap between these two players. These players both have pretty similar clear rates, both very efficient players. We're going to see a horizontal double. That's a fat tree, not a fat log, unfortunately, for our voters. But 13 to 13 here. No real red, or excuse me, blue to speak of for Octagon, so she had to force some garbage out on that right, or on that left side, excuse me. But looking to clear out garbage here, and free and clear pretty much on all of her viruses.
Yeah, looking really good on her end. She's still only down by 2.
But Dar's
looking to
at
close
4.
the gap here.
Dar's at 4. He's got garbage in that corner he's got to take care of, but he can play horizontally on that blue if he wants to. He's choosing not to go for it yet. This is giving Octagon an opportunity here. She's going to get this horizontal down to 4, but Dar's down to his final virus, but he's got it tucked. He's got to get some of that.
Oh, yeah, he's in trouble here. He's got to wait
red
for pieces to come in.
It's going to come down to who gets what here. Octagon looking to steal this. She's setting up to minimize drop time, but it's going to be 7:05. Dar's just taking it from Octagon, and the 5 seed has been ousted in an epic upset.
Oh,
at
and
a
then a misdrop
7-17.
to add. Oh, a misdrop to add insult to injury as well. But yeah, both of these great runs, both of them under their par times as well. So both made a fantastic performance. Unfortunately, just RNG cooperated with Dars a little bit more, and he's moving on.
And Octagon's got to be gutted at that, but still had a very, very good run. Kept it very, very close in both of those matches. It just came down to some RNG, and Dars playing smartly here. So Dars seeing round 2 for the first time in quite some time. Congratulations to Dars. I'm just looking at Dars here. Actually, no, Dars was in round 2 last month. So it goes to show what I know. Anyways, we're going to come right back here. Just a little more music. We're going to get a new prediction up for you. And we'll have our next matchup coming right up.